Okay guys, so what I'm going to do is I am going to mix up, and I keep these containers just for things that I'm making that obviously you're not going to put food in. So I'm going to take out the tags, and I am very impressed with these apples from Dollar Tree. They are a very good size. Okay, now I'm going to take the stem. This one did not want to come off, so hopefully I can just get it. It feels very light, so I don't think I'm going to have a problem getting the, yeah, this one came out perfect. Might keep them, use them for something else. Doing these made me want to make real caramel apples, so I am going to do a video on that. Okay, so maybe I'll just do a little bit of hot glue on this stick to make sure they, because it does feel like a very light foam, so they may come out easy if I don't. This way it'll stay in. Okay, so there you have your stick on your apple. Wonder how this one's gonna do. See if I can pull it out. Oh, I did. Took a little of the green, but that's okay. Caramel will cover it up. I want to save some of these for the real caramel apples. And I'm not going to put any faux nuts on these. You can use, I think they use like, oh, what did I read? To feed chickens, I think. Not chicken, oh, I can't remember. But if you go onto Pinterest, I think you'll be able to see what, I can't remember the name of it now. But when I get caramel apples, I mean, really, when I do, and when I make them, I don't like the nuts on it. I just like the caramel apple. And I have covered some cardboard with wax paper, and that is what I'll use to put them down so they get that little ridge around the bottom, you know. And the Mod Podge will make it seem lighter, but once it dries, it goes back to its original color. So I'm going to mix these two browns. And the colors I'm using are the Americana Deco Art Honey Brown and Milk Chocolate. Okay. Okay, now I'm just going to mix my paint, because I want that dark, rich caramel look. I might put in, I tried a different color paint. Oh my lord. Oh, it was awful. I might put a little bit of that video in. There, I thought, there is no way. That does not look, and the color of the paint was caramel. But it did not look like caramel, a caramel apple to me at all. When I think of caramel, I think of a rich brown, like a, well, like a warm brown. I'll have to mix more of the color, but for now, let's just get our apple. We're going to pour, because I want some of the apple to show. I don't want it completely covered. Just let that drip. And when you feel it's covered to where you want it covered, I'm just letting this get over to this side, just so I get a little bit on this side as well. Couldn't be easier. Okay, so there's one. And like I said, right now it looks a little bit lighter from the Mod Podge, but once that Mod Podge dries, it'll be fine. And I like the Mod Podge that I'm using because it's the gloss, it's not the matte. Because if you look at candy apples, they're glossy looking. They're not matte. And again, that is your own preference. I mean, you might want, you know, matte looking apples, you know, I mean, that's just, like I say, that's just your own preference. So you just mix up your browns until you get what you're looking for. And again, I like things done more in odd numbers, so I'll be making 3 of these to go along with my faux desserts for fall. And I have a couple of things that I'm going to be making that I'm excited about. There you go. And I could paint this on, but I want more of the illusion of it where I've just poured some caramel and let it drip. And again, these apples are not small. These are large apples. On here, and the reason, again, you don't want this on regular paper. Why? Because it would stick and it would ruin the bottom. This way, if it's on the wax paper, you can peel it off and you'll still have that little red ridge around the bottom of what a real caramel apple would have. You really didn't think I was gonna stop at Halloween, did you? Of course not. Wouldn't be me, would it? I'm telling you, these look so real. Now, what I wanted to do is I wanted to dress them up a little bit more, but I didn't want to paint like I painted the black candy apples. I didn't want to do that with these. I wanted it to keep the natural color, and these are real candy apple sticks that I got from the store. So what I wanted to do to add a little bit of embellishment is I went ahead and put raffia on it. So this is one, and then I don't know if I'm going to, I probably, well, I'm not sure yet. I'm thinking about putting on some of the sprinkles that we made together, and these are the orange and brown. Remember I made the orange and black? Well, here's the orange and brown ones. So let's put some more raffia and a piece of orange ribbon, because I want these to be a little bit different from one another. A little encumbersome when you have the raffia and the ribbon, because you got to catch it all together, but nevertheless. So here's 2 of them. These are adorable. Okay, so there's those 2. So let's think here. Do I want to, you know, I might as well. Why not? Live on the edge, Daveda, live on the edge. Yeah, live on the edge. Put some sprinkles on a candy apple. On a caramel apple, I should say. You know, now that I've made these, And Carmen, I'm thinking of you when you left that message, because I agree, when I do make certain foods, I really want to make them afterwards really to eat, to make them edible. But every recipe that I've looked into, you have to add cream to it. And I make really good caramel corn, and I'm just wondering why I can't just make it with the caramel that I make for the caramel corn. So if I end up making them, I will do it on camera so you can see. But in the meantime, let's go ahead. Okay, I had to get my bowl. Oh, you guys, I have so many DIYs and things that I'm doing. I'm not kidding. My mind is going 50 miles an hour. So anyway, let's just move this over, put a little bit of glossy Mod Podge onto, and I'm not going to cover the whole thing. And this will dry clear. And I deliberately wanted to keep some of the green showing in these. So that isn't a mistake. That is deliberate. Now, do you see how I went ahead and just emptied the whole thing? It's no big deal because I can just pour it back into this little container. But I want a little bit more than that. So when I get done putting the rest of the sprinkles on to where I want it, I'll be back. Okay, what I did off camera, I put the sprinkles on, and then I went ahead with the raffia and brown ribbon, tied this one. This one is just a little bit of jute with some raffia and orange ribbon with raffia. I wanted them all to be a little bit different, but I wanted these to be like if you went to a hoedown or a pumpkin patch or whatever. These to me just say a little bit more fall. So we'll go downstairs and I'll put them on some kind of a cupcake stand or something. Okay, everybody. Now, obviously this isn't where they're going to stay, but I just wanted to show you kind of what they would look like if you put them on a little platter. Does the plate look familiar? Yes, the Dollar Tree. This is the plate that I was looking for, remember? Well, I have this on my candlestick makeshift cupcake stand. Remember I put the two candlesticks with the Bath and Body lid? Well, I just put this plate on top of the lid, and it works perfect for these faux candy apples. And then here's one on a shorter one that I made. So you saw how easy these are to make, and they make a cute addition to your decor for fall. So until our next DIY, chit chat, whatever we end up doing together, remember the world's a better place because you're in it. Don't ever forget that. Talk to you soon, guys. Bye.